So the best way to find the information on this class is going to be going to the contents, the table of contents page. I have everything mapped out in week sections. So for instance, this first one starting September 8th, which is hopefully when you're watching this video, but if not, then that's a Wednesday we're starting school, and it's due, or everything that we have is going to be done on Sunday. And then on Sunday, we kind of have overlapping days. So if you notice, it goes till September 12th, and the next one opens up on September 12th. So Sunday is kind of the day to finish up what you're doing and to start something new. The reason being is because all of our things are building on the next. So if I have everything open all at once, what I'm afraid it might happen is I'm not going to be building our discussions, our assignments, and kind of like the building blocks of how we're going to get through this class. So if it is September 8th for you, you're going to click on September 8th through the 12th, and here is kind of the checklist. There is a lot in these modules, let me tell you. A lot, and for good reason, because there is so much information for educational psychology. It's almost doing it a disservice having it in a semester class, meaning that there's just so much information, there's so many theorists, there's so many ways of looking at things. This truly is just kind of a stepping stone of starting, so you can jump onto the next classes you have on your wheelhouse. So maybe if you're going the psychology way or the educational way, or maybe you're just taking this class because you need a social science. However it's working for you, I hope you find what you need, but there's so much information that we're going to go through this as step by step as we can. But I also want you to take a look at what we are doing for the week and understand that this is taking the place of the 3 hours worth of lecture that is probably happening on campus classes as this, and plus the homework and the background information of what you would be doing outside of class if you were taking this traditionally on campus. So when you look at this, like how much time is this class going to take you per week? I would say a good estimate would be between 6 to 9 hours a week. And that would be as if you were taking 3 hours worth of lecture plus the homework behind it. So it's really not a lot more than probably what you're used to, but just looking at it all set up like in a to-do list might be overwhelming. So please look through it each week, plan out your week, see what you can handle, what you can't handle, where you might need a little extra more time, where you can get things through quickly. I'm hoping this class will be entertaining enough, as informational enough, that it would keep our interest kind of moving in the right direction. Okay, so if you look at this first one, this is September 8th through the 12th. There's a welcome announcement. You can click on that. The course lounge, that's where you're going to find all of our introductions. Here is the syllabus and the course schedule. I have those inside this module, but they're also by themselves in the table of contents. The syllabus, please read through the syllabus. That is the most important thing when it comes to learning what's going on in this class. The next one is kind of the course schedule, because you're going to figure out what time constraints and like what type of assignments are due and how this looks as far as grading too. Let me move my picture a little higher here so you can see what's going on. So for the first week, of course, we've got September 8th to the 12th. It's just getting to know you. You post your introduction video, no assignments. So that's pretty straightforward. The second box right there, so the second week is going to be September 12th to the 19th. And our topic is Who Needs Research and the Role of Research in Education. So because this class does not have a textbook per se, we are going to be using course readings to fill in the gaps. I'm hoping this is because we are going to be saving some time and some money with textbooks, but also saving time because there's so much specific things that we want you to learn without reading the whole textbook. It would be more time consuming that way. So that's kind of why we're doing it this way. So there's two readings to read in this one. For the second week, it's Research and Education and What is Scientifically Based Research. So those are the two readings, and then there's two online activities. There's an OOPS survey and an exit pass. An exit pass is simply a discussion. You'll find those in the discussions, and when you go to our weekly to-dos, you can link on them as well. It'll take you to the discussion, and you're going to kind of answer some of the questions that are up there, what you've learned, how you're going to apply it, those type of things. And so, week 3, 4, 5 are all about the same. It's week I believe 6 when it's October 10th through the 17th. We're not going to have any new readings, but we are going to have 2 things due. So there's a quiz and also a reading interview paper. This is kind of a lengthy assignment, but because you know of it now and it's not due till October 17th, you could probably get started on this. And you'd find this information in the syllabus on the reading interview paper. And we'll be talking about it throughout the weeks before. I'm reminding you kind of what we want and how it's going to look. So keep that in mind. The rest of this stuff is smaller activities, smaller assignments, discussion-based activities, but our very first assignment and quiz are due on the week of 10/10/10/17. So when we have quizzes, how does that look? In this class, I believe the best way to do quizzes are to give you open note, open readings, whatever, but you have an hour time limit. There is 20 questions. Some are true and false, some are multiple choice. Because you have short questions, 20 questions, we have an hour to do that, because if we had unlimited time, I think it would lead to more of like reading the information as you are taking the quiz. And I'd really like you to have some building blocks before we get to that place. Let's give this a try and we'll see what happens. Please, please, please reach out to me anytime that you are confused about something, don't understand what one of the assignments are. I can jump on Zoom within a matter of seconds. We can email, we can chat, we can FaceTime. We can do any of those things to help us on that path. Sometimes when I find students really need the help is after we've known we already are behind on something. So really by the middle of October, we should have a pretty good idea of how this class is going to work for you. And then by that time, if we have a meeting, then we can just kind of chat about, hey, what's working, what's not working. Okay, so if we continue on, we have no other new large assignment until the week of November 14th through the 21st. So we have a teacher observation paper due and your second quiz is due. So if you notice that there's no new readings during that time, quiz 2 is going to cover everything between quiz 1 and quiz 2. So that includes all of the readings, the videos, the stuff that we're chatting about throughout the week. And if you notice, this 21st is the Sunday prior to Thanksgiving week. This week right here is Thanksgiving week. It's the 21st to the 28th. So there'll be no new readings on that week of Thanksgiving. But I do want us working on this class as working in groups in your student-led seminar. So that's the most exciting part of this whole class, is that we're going to be working in groups of 4 to 5, depending on how many students we have signed up for this class. And you're going to find different topics. We have several that are already shown that you can pick, or if you really feel strongly about something, we can create your own. Totally fine. And we'll get to that too. So you can work on those together with other students. So whether that means like, you know, FaceTiming or Zoom or, you know, WebEx or Teams or however, or maybe you see each other on campus too, that's totally fine, and work together on a project. So the following week after Thanksgiving, we have 2 more readings and we have short exercises to do and an exit pass. And the last week, December 5th to the 12th, that is going to be how you're going to use and produce and like put out into the world your project. So that week we really are going to have some time to work on that. That is the week before finals. Finals week is going to be ending December 16th, and your final exam will be comprehensive through this entire class, and it will be due before the 16th. I think before midnight on the 16th. I'll have to go back and look for sure, but that's how it's going to kind of look. So if you think about our class, the first month and a half till October 10th is all information that's going to be on that quiz with a large project. And then we have from the middle of October until Thanksgiving break with another chunk of information for the quiz and another large assignment. And then at the end, after Thanksgiving break, we have the large presentation. And that's going to be student-led seminars. And we do have some examples I'll be able to show you. I say we in this sense is because I did not create this class. Dr. Bowman created this class, and so a lot of the things that I am doing is to reflect the class that she has already created. she is taking some time and I am just helping with this class. So what I think is great about that is that she does a lot of psychologically based research, and she is a brilliant mind when it comes to the psychological part of this class. And I think I fill in the gaps with the educational parts of this class, and I think together we work pretty well as far as what we're thinking, how we're talking about discussions, and that type of thing. So because this class is not created by me, sometimes there's a little bit of lapse of what I think that it should be, and then maybe what you think it should be, unlike some of the directions. So please feel free to ask. We're going to be talking about this together and kind of going through this together, so please let me know if there's anything that you need help with. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next screen and show you. Let's go back to content. I'm sorry, I'm doing this on Screencast-O-Matic. Sometimes the video isn't as great as I would hoped it would be. So if we look at our syllabus, the course schedule or the course map is inside the syllabus, so you'll be able to see where that falls. Here is my information. So this is my MSU Billings email, this is my Miles Community College email, and this is my phone number. Please, please, please use D2L too. So you can just go up to the people, hit click, and type to me. I have those all those emails forwarded to one email that I use, so I'll be able to see anything when it comes by. My office hours are by appointment, but please email me. Sometimes that can appointment be in like 10 minutes, like, hey, I'm confused. Can you help me out? Absolutely, absolutely. And so you just let me know what works best for you, and we can jump on. So as far as like very flexible scheduling, I am super flexible from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. On the weekends, it might take me a little longer to get back to you. So if I don't catch you, Friday afternoon, if you're, texting me or emailing me at around 6 or 7, I may not get that till Saturday morning. So just to let you know. Also, I generally do not do schoolwork on Sundays. So just so you know, my Sundays are generally for my own education. I'm also in college. What? I know. I'm attending the it's an EDD program through Montana State in Bozeman, and so just like you, I am also going to college on D2L, but it's through a different university, of course, and I'm going for my doctorate degree in curriculum and instruction. So I'm kind of excited about that, but that is the day that I have solely broke out into my schedule that I have got to get my own work done that day. Just so you know. So if you email me Sunday, I will not get back to you until Monday. Okay, so the course description and objectives are pretty standard. If you are a teacher or a pre-service teacher, you definitely know what in-task standards are. So those are something not new, just review. Charlotte Danielson's Framework for Teaching, I hope is also a review for you. If it is not, please take some time to look at the domains and familiarize yourself with those. Let's see, please read through this information. It's important. That's kind of how we run our class. So what I do want to get to is the assignments. So the reading interview. So this is where you find the information on how to do that assignment prior to me introducing it in the weeks ahead. So some of you kind of want to get going and want to, get started on this this semester. I'm with you, sisters. I get it. And brothers, some of you out there. So I understand like wanting to get going on things, and I like making a plan. I like putting things in my calendar and then working backwards on when I need to get that done. So this is the very first assignment. That's a large assignment. It is worth 50 points. It's a reading interview. So you will be interviewing a kid. When we say kid, it's somewhere in the age group of K through 12. It could be about, a friend or a relative or somebody you know, or maybe, your friend's nephew, whatever it is. We're going to interview the child about their reading habits and then writing a summary and analysis of the effectiveness of the interviewee's reading or comprehension strategies.